Hey guys, welcome back to my channel The Glitter Glam. For those here for the very first time, hello my loves, I am Momita and I create content related to beauty and skincare here on YouTube. So do like, share and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content that I put up on this platform. And for today's makeup look, I just came up with the idea of creating a full face using products that I purchased from the recent Pink Friday sale on NYKAA last month. I just shopped in randomly from the sale as it really gets crazy during the Pink Friday sale, and I had no idea of coming up with any such thing, else I would have shopped in a little more smarter. Also, please note, this video is not about my makeup skills, rather putting it all together with the products that I bought. And now, without any further ado, let's begin. I have already moisturized my face using the Clinique Moisture Surge almost 30 minutes before starting my makeup. And now to start on with my base, I'm going to first prime my face using the Real Makeup Base Highlighting Primer by Swiss Beauty in the shade 02 Golden Tint. So I have first dotted the primer on my entire face and then am blending it using my fingers. And for your convenience, I'm going to mention all the sale prices of the products along with their MRPs in the description bar below. Also, some of these products are my first time purchases, so I'll be sharing my mini reviews along like a first impression sort. Next, for my brows, I have the e.l.f. Cosmetics Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the shade Deep Brown. So using this, I'm going to fill in my brows in the most natural way today by filling in all the sparse areas and bald spots. Now this pencil is not very pigmented, so it becomes extremely easy for you to control and you do not end up getting any harsh strokes here and there. And that is the reason I tend to gravitate towards it more often now ever since I bought it. Also, it is extremely on the affordable side of things and I got it at an even slash price during the sale. And after filling in the brows, I will go in with the spoolie in the end to blend out everything to avoid any harsh edges. Next, to prime my lids, I'm using the Swiss Beauty Liquid Concealer in the shade 03 Light Moyen. This will cancel out any kind of darkness on my lids and give an even tone base to do my eye makeup. Now, priming your lids before doing your eye makeup helps in to blend in your eyeshadows and does not give a very patchy look. And to blend out the concealer, I'm using a deep angle concealer brush by Cuffsnlashes. Next, for my eyeshadows, I had two options with me. I had the Purple Haze by Huda Beauty and the e.l.f. Bite Size palette. So I decided to go in with the e.l.f. one, and this one is in the shade Cream and Sugar. So at first, I'm using the lightest shade from the palette and dusting it very lightly on my entire lids using a fluffy brush to set in the concealer and to prevent it from creasing into the fine lines. Next, I'm going to take the same shade with a big blending brush by Pro-arte and I'm going to place it in my crease area. And to blend it out, I'm going in the windshield wiper motions, and this is also going to be my transition shade. Next, using a small fluffy blending brush, and this one that I'm using is by Miniso, I'm going to take the deep brown shade from the palette and place it in my crease area. And then using the same brush, I'm going to slowly buff and blend it out. I'm also using some sticky tape to get sharp, crisp edges. And I'm also going to intensify the outer corners using the same small blending brush. And then using a clean blending brush, I'm going to blend out everything in my crease so as to avoid any kind of harsh edges. Next, I'm going to do a cut crease today. So using the same Swiss Beauty concealer and a flat brush, I'm going to cut my crease and will cover almost 2/3 of my lid space with the concealer. Now this concealer will act as a very good base, and when the shimmers are applied on top of a concealer base, the color pops out even better. And using my ring finger, I'm going to blend out the edges where there would be transition from the shimmer shades to the deep brown in the outer corner. And using a flat brush, I will take the creamish shimmer shadow and place it on top of the concealer base. And let me tell you guys, the shadows were extremely pigmented and come with very minimal fallout. Even the shimmer shadows did not have any major kickbacks. It does not show up that much on camera, but in person it looks way more beautiful. The palette is so tiny that it becomes extremely travel friendly, and I am really impressed with their quality. Next, once again, I'm going in with my small blending brush and intensifying my outer corners. Next, using a small flat definer brush, I'm going to stamp in some of that deep brown shadow into my lower lash line. And once I sat down to film this makeup challenge, I realized I did not buy any foundation whatsoever from the sale for my base makeup. All I had was a BB cream from Swiss Beauty. So I would be using the same for my base. And as you all can clearly see, this is too light on my skin tone. There were 4 shades available in this range and I picked up the 3rd shade, and even this was too white for me. And as it is a BB cream, it had very sheer coverage. To blend it out, I'm using a damp beauty blender, and to be honest about the review part, I did not like this BB cream at all because number 1, it is heavily perfumed, which is very annoying for me, and number 2, because of the shade. This is the 3rd shade out of the 4 available and it was so white. For a reference, I'm a MAC NC35 in the Studio Fix Fluid Foundation range. I did take down the BB cream to my neck as well, but I don't think it did much. My face was still looking way too much white, which I would fix to some extent with concealing and contouring. Next, to conceal and throw in light on the high planes of my face and to bring in some definition and to make it photo ready, I'm going to brighten my under eyes and the rest of my face using the Swiss Beauty concealer. I picked up the shade 03 Light Moin. So using this, I'm going to go on all the high points of my face, on the tip and bridge of my nose, my under eyes, forehead, around the nose and lips, in the hollows of my cheeks and the chin. And to blend it all out, I'm using a damp beauty sponge. Now this concealer has yellow undertones and I was blown away because of its extremely high coverage, and it is so inexpensive. I think I like this more than the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and they do have a pretty decent shade range with this concealer, so do check out the description box for the prices. Next, to set the concealer in order to prevent it from creasing into the fine lines, I'm going to set my under eyes and the rest of my face using the K Beauty Compact Powder in the shade 110Y Light. This will set the concealer and also give in some coverage. And now for the review part, it does not have any fragrance to it, which is why it is extremely good for people who are sensitive to fragrance. It is extremely soft and buttery in texture and has perfectly crafted shades for deep Indian skin tones. Not only that, the outer packaging itself is very impressive and gives a very luxe feeling to it. So I am all up for this product. So I'm gently going in by dabbing and pushing the powder into my skin with a powder puff. Do not drag it on your skin. Always go in by slowly pushing the powder on your face and neck. Next, for bronzing up, I have the Bahama Mama Bronzer by the Balm Cosmetics, and I have the travel size with me. Since I wanted to try this out for the very first time, I got in the mini travel size one at almost a whopping 50% off. And the Balm is again a very well-known brand, and this one is a good matte bronzer. It blends in like a dream and is not too cool toned. It is like somewhat in between. It will suit tan to whitish skin tones and is an amazing bronzer for all skin types. Using in a bronzer brings in some warmth to your face and also gives in some dimensions, giving it a bright sun-kissed look. So I'm going to bronze up along my hairline on the forehead, in the hollows of my cheek, along my jawline, and a tad little bit on my neck. I'll also chisel out my nose with this. Next, for blush, I'll be using the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in the shade Driver's Seat. This is a beautiful, deep, warm pinkish nude. And as I did not purchase any blush from the sale, but I did buy a couple of lipsticks. So I decided to go in with this liquid lipstick for blush. And as these liquid lipsticks are so high on pigmentation, I have taken some on the back of my hand and using my fingers, I'll dab it on the apple of my cheeks. And then to blend it out, I'll use the same damp beauty sponge. Next, to highlight the inner corners and my brow bone, I have the cult favorite, the Merry Luminizer by the Balm Cosmetics. So using a small pencil brush by Pro-arte, I'm going to highlight the inner corners, my brow bone and the tip and bridge of my nose. And then using a highlighting brush by Wet n Wild, I'm going to go over the rest of the high planes of my face. That is my cheekbone, temples, forehead, cupid's bow and a little bit on my chin. For lipstick, I'm using the same that I used on my cheeks as blush, and this is the shade Driver's Seat from the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick. This one is the mini one from the Malvika Sitlani duo available at NYKAA. So you get about 2 mini lipsticks in rupees 1090, and it was also at slash price during the sale. So this one is a warm pinky nude. Smashbox has one of the best formulations when it comes to liquid lipsticks. These won't dry out your lips that much, are very comfortable, does not transfer and stays for a very long time. And after this I went ahead with the lip topper, and this one is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Champagne Glam. And the way it plumped up my lips, adding the right amount of gloss, it just blew my mind. It also smells like vanilla, but the fragrance is not very overpowering. And finally, to set and seal all the makeup in, I'm using the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. Now, using a makeup setting spray right after makeup will melt and mellow down all the powders and other products used in, and will make the makeup long lasting. And this one by Flower Beauty is a hydrating one, so it gave in a more natural dewy finish. And this is the final completed look. I did apply false eyelashes off camera, the link to which I have provided down in the description box below. Now I definitely feel it could have been a little better with proper foundation for base, but the end result wasn't that bad either. I did pick up random products from the sale. Had I thought of taking up this challenge earlier, I could have shopped in way wiser. But that was the fun part to it, wasn't it? Working with just the products I bought in from the sale. So I really enjoyed creating this look. Do let me know your thoughts by commenting down in the comment section down below. Also do like, share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't till now, and hit the notification bell to get notified to my posts. Thank you all for your immense love and support. I love you guys so very much. I shall see you soon with a brand new one. Till then, bye guys.